Yo, Checkered Mates, this is Ivan P.
I'm Ed, and this is the Champions League final predictions.
And we'll add a little bonus at the end. We'll do the Europa League predictions.
Bonuses.
Yeah. So what do we got?
What do we got? We got Liverpool coming hot off an FA Cup win to play Real Madrid with a somewhat historic upset.
Yeah.
Shocker against Man City. Man City fans still licking their wounds.
And we got Real Madrid, who just won La Liga.
No.
2 games left. So
In the bank.
They are on fire.
Yeah, they're on fire. They're tearing it up and still come into this game as heavy underdogs. What do you guys think about that?
So we got the Champions League final, May 28th. Real Madrid versus Liverpool. And like you said, Liverpool is favorites.
Yeah, Liverpool is favored. Betting odds got them at minus 101. So, and Real's at plus 260. I don't know what's going to go on here. It's very interesting. The way that Liverpool just came out of the FA Cup unable to score a goal against Chelsea, but, credit to Kovacic and co. for shutting that down. It was a snooze fest of a game, but I don't know. I just haven't been enjoying the offense that I've been seeing out of them.
So let's look at this Champions League final. Let's start with Real Madrid.
All right.
Group stages, they finished first with Inter, Sheriff, and Shakhtar Donetsk, which is a pretty tough group, not too bad.
Not too bad.
But if we take a look at Liverpool, they finished first with Atletico Madrid, Porto, and Milan.
Bit of a stronger group.
They have a bit of a stronger group.
Yep.
They finished first.
Liverpool's been a great team lately. Like, they've just really come into their own over the past 5 years or so.
Yeah.
You know,
it's going to be a rematch with 2018.
I know, where Real defeated Liverpool 3-1. Yeah, got that.
Now, after that Real Madrid round of 16, they faced PSG, Chelsea.
There's another comeback win against PSG as well, right?
Comeback win against PSG.
Ooh. The upsets. They're just upsetting people left and right here.
Aggregate 3-2 for Real Madrid. And then they faced Chelsea, where they beat them 5-4 aggregates. And then that crazy comeback against Man City.
Oh, man, brutal.
Aggregates, they won 6-5, but they're down 2 goals. They're missing 2 goals to advance. And there's 5 minutes left in extra time. Rodrigo comes in, scores 2 goals.
Yeah.
I had already shut off the TV by that point. I thought Real Madrid was done. They're out. Man City's going to the finals. I shut down my TV.
Yeah, you pulled a Boston Red Sox comeback early lead for a historic win. You pulled what was it? Was it those Miami Heat fans that left with like 4 minutes to go in the game and they came back and did it? You're outside on the street crying.
I was outside. I took a drive and I started getting notifications on my phone. I was like, "What the hell is this?" I almost caused an accident. I was, "What the hell's going on?" But they came back, and I was super happy. Because our boy Modric is obviously Real Madrid. So.
Yeah, fair enough. I take no sides in this. I'm probably rooting for the EPL more than anything, I guess. I would like to see Liverpool do it. I'd like to see Liverpool beat Real Madrid. But just the way things are going, and it looks like the confidence that Real Madrid has right now to score, I just don't know.
With Benzema, he's on fire.
Benzema is on fire.
People are saying he should win the Golden Ball. He had a great season. He's scoring like crazy. Let's look at Liverpool's round of 16. They beat Inter Milan 2-1 aggregates.
Yeah.
Inter's playing really good this season. They're second place right now in Serie A. And then they beat Benfica 6-4 aggregates. And then they beat Villarreal 5-2 aggregates, which was a little scary situation. They were down 2-0 in the second game, and then they came back with 3 goals. I think Real Madrid have had a tougher path. They had to play PSG, Chelsea, Man City. While Liverpool had to play Inter, Benfica, Villarreal, which are all tough teams, but you can't compare PSG, Chelsea, Man City, right?
No, you can't. Those are much tougher games for sure.
Real Madrid
So they're in a tougher group, but the actual games they played.
Yeah.
It's strange how this whole thing works.
Yeah. Well, it depends on the brackets and all that stuff. So.
I got it. Fair enough.
So Real Madrid had a tougher time. They beat 3 of the best teams in the world to get to the finals.
Benzema's on fire.
Modric is the greatest. So
they got Rodrigo coming out of nowhere scoring.
They got Rodrigo coming out of nowhere.
They got some aces up their sleeve for sure. Liverpool's got this kid, Simikas, I think his name is. He came in late, scored the He was the unlikely hero winner in the penalties there, scoring. I think he must have been the 10th shooter or something like that. I don't know. But it was crazy. Crazy game. Another penalties victory for Liverpool. So if this game goes to extra time and penalties, I really start to lean into Liverpool.
You think so?
Myself. Yeah, well, they are odds-on betting favorites right now.
What's Vegas saying?
Vegas has them ahead. They have Real Madrid as like I would consider plus 260 a heavy underdog, which means you bet 100, you more than double your money. You know, so Liverpool. It's not. I don't know. It's a tough one to say. I feel like these odds, they come in and these teams aren't really necessarily super tested against each other right now, and it's a bit of a matchup thing. So it's just like, why is Liverpool favorite so heavy? Is it because just their run in the Champions League? Is it they're also their run in the EPL, where Real Madrid doesn't play at all? It's hard to say how the odds makers are putting this one together. I know Liverpool is strong and they've been great lately, but there's something about it while I'm watching them that I just not so sure. I'm not so convinced that their ability to score when it's going to matter most, even though that they have been doing it. I don't know. Maybe it's just that the recency bias of watching that FA Cup final where it just looked really stagnant the whole time. And I know Mo Salah's been tearing it up. Jesus, like my favorite player on the team for sure. But at the same time, I don't know. Sometimes I just feel like there's a bit of a... I don't know. Doesn't look...
You're not fully confident.
I'm not fully confident. There's just something seems a little bit off. It's no Lovren. That's got to be what it is.
It's no Lovren. But, I mean, let's consider this. All right, Real Madrid already won the league. So they're resting players for rest. They're not playing full squad in their final 2-3 games. So they're going to have some rested players out there. While Liverpool's still in the race for the EPL title. So... They're still, they're putting their top players on there. They might be tired for the Champions League final.
It'd be incredible if Liverpool could catch Man City. Man City did just tie today, so that opened up to the door for Liverpool to gain a bit of ground. Yeah,
but they still gotta, put their A game for the next 2 games.
Oh, for sure. They've got to do nothing but win, and they still got to pray, I think.
So that's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, like some of these other teams are going to have to play spoiler against
So
Man
does
City.
that work an advantage for Liverpool? Or for Real Madrid? Because Liverpool, all their top players are going to be playing a lot. Or Real Madrid, they might be rested. They might be a bit lazier. I don't know.
These guys are going to be firing on all cylinders the whole way up. Yeah. I don't necessarily...
Do you believe in that? I mean, rested players, they don't play as good as...
It's tough. It's like, are you... are you going to limp into the playoffs? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like you've been playing great all year, but then last few games you take off, you rest up your players, but you lose a couple games, whatever, doesn't look as great. However it is, you're not putting your best foot forward, and then all of a sudden you got to tune it back up after going through this lull. Sometimes it works out. Make sure that you guys are healthy and stuff. You don't want to get an injury in games that don't matter. Sure, of course, but at the same time, there's, the team I'm most worried about is a team that comes into the big game that's on a tear, that's roaring,
they got
firing,
the momentum,
that's crushing it, that's got the momentum.
Yeah.
They had to win those last games. They did win those last games. That's the that's a team that looks real hungry to me, and I like a hungry team coming into a championship. And I feel like Liverpool is definitely going to be very hungry. Their fans are incensed for a win here.
They definitely want the revenge for 2018.
They want the revenge. There's added motivation.
But Real Madrid's Real Madrid, man.
I know.
Real Madrid.
They just look like they deserve to be there. Right?
They're resting their players.
This will be Liverpool's second title in 4 years, I believe.
Yeah, if they win.
If they get it, yeah. And they're looking for the whole Grand Slam. Yeah. Because they've got 2 cups already.
Yeah.
They need the Champions.
Yeah, the FA Cup.
They have the FA Cup. They have the
Carabao Cup.
Yeah, it's a weird cup. I don't know. I don't even know what that is. But
they're
got
fighting
it
for the EPL. They got it.
Yeah, just throw it in the comments. Tell me what it is. I don't know. But and it's a long shot for them to win the EPL. But it would be huge for them. And I feel like they're deserving of it. Especially for that EPL title. I would love to see them do it. So.
Look, I'm leaning towards Real Madrid right now. I mean, they just have that momentum going. They just beat a team, I think 6-0 in one of their last La Liga games. Modric with 3 assists in the first half. So they're just having fun out there right now, and they're destroying. And I think they have the talent. I think they're going to win with their counterattacks, and I'm going with the Croatian logic, basically.
Yeah, you're going Croatian
I'm
logic
going with
here?
the Croatian logic, and I'll tell you why. All right, I'll show you this list I have here.
Okay, let's see this.
Last 9 Champions League winners all had Croatian players.
Okay, the
in
hell
their
out of here.
teams. Yeah.
All right, let's go.
So we had 2001 last year was at Chelsea, had Kovacic. The year before was Bayern with Perisic. 2019 was Liverpool, Lovren. 2018 was Modric to Kovacic. 17 Real Madrid again. 16 Real Madrid again. Modric Kovacic.
Jesus.
15 Barcelona had Rakitic. 2014 Real Madrid had Modric, and 2013 Bayern with Mandzukic. He started this run of Croatian champions. So it's been
Super
9 in
Mario.
a row.
That's crazy.
9 in a row.
Modric's got 4 chips, man.
Yeah, he's a legend, man.
There's too many.
Living legend.
There's too many cups, though. I gotta say,
So
there's too many cups.
9 in a row with Croatian players. I think it's going to be a 10 in a row with Croatian players because I think you need a Croatian player to win the Champions League. At least since 2013 when Mandzukic started.
There's no Croat on the bench in Liverpool at all. It's got to be somewhere in the system.
Ever since Lovren.
It's in the academy. Somewhere there's some.
Somewhere
There's
some
he's like 1/16th Croatian.
Yeah.
Someone's 1/16. Yeah. Get a DNA and me test on all of these guys.
H somewhere down there.
Yeah.
Coming up or something.
Yeah. I want to do the DNA workups on all of these guys.
So I'm going with the Croatian logic. Real Madrid is going to win it. Modric is going to win another title.
Oh, I love the Croatian logic. But I'm gonna have to disagree. I you know what? I'm gonna go with Liverpool. The over/under for this game is set 2.5 goals. Now I don't think you should follow me on this one, but I'm kind of leaning to the under here. It's gonna be a stiflingly defensive game. They're gonna play, super conservative. They're gonna be real tough on D. Alexander-Arnold's gonna really show up. Not going to get a card, and he's going to play great. So is Konate. I don't know. I just got a feeling that Liverpool is going to go up there, stifle it, go to extra time. It's going to be no scoring in extra time. No scoring in the extra innings there. The extra.
So you see this
overtime. I see it going all the way to. I see it going all the way to penalties, and Liverpool wins their 3rd cup on penalties. This season.
Is it their 3rd Champions League? If they win.
No, it'll be their 3rd
cup of the year.
Cup of the year, yeah. And they're going for the quadruple crown or whatever it is. So.
All right, I think it's going to be a total opposite from what you're saying.
I think it's going to be a high-scoring game.
Real's going to
open it up.
I think Real is going to score on counterattacks. And I think...
that's very possible because Chelsea had a lot of opportunities yesterday on counters that they just could not get through, and Real has got to be a better scoring team than Chelsea. So I felt like Chelsea could have put this one away a couple times, and they just couldn't finish when they were in close. Same with Liverpool later on, though. They hit a couple posts. It was it was God's will that that game was scoreless.
I didn't watch. I should watch that game though.
Yeah. It was on.
So I'm going with Real Madrid. Highest scoring game, so I'm thinking Real Madrid is going to win around like 4-2 or something like that. And I think Modric is going to have 1 assist or 2 assists, something like that. So that's what I'm thinking.
That would be huge.
Yeah,
that would be huge. I would if so be it. If that's the case, and Modric is one of the players of the game, I'm always going to be happy no matter what. I don't really take too much of a dog in this fight, though. My girlfriend is a Liverpool supporter, so got to watch that.
So that's what I got. 4-2 with Croatian logic. And Real Madrid's, they've been the comeback kings. They have the momentum. They're great on counterattacks. They got Benzema on fire. They got Modric that's playing like as if he was like 20 years old. So I think Madrid's going to take it.
Yep. I don't know. You're looking at a nail biter, low scoring affair, goes all the way to the end. Penalties. Y'all are going to have heart attacks. Heart's beating out of your chest, ripping your hair out. And, that's just the way it is. Especially that's the way it's been for English supporters and everything. So I just see that continuing. That's my English logic. Counteracting your Croatian logic, yeah. Although, if Modric gets a 5th Champions League, there's going to be no tears over here.
That's going to be 10 in a row.
Crazy.
Croatian
10 in a
players.
row.
Yeah.
10 in a row. And a prominent Croatian player. Not just you're in the lineup.
Yeah.
No, these are all centerpieces.
Yeah.
For each of the respective teams. So, wow, crazy.
All right, so we got the Champions League predictions. That's my prediction. That's his prediction. Now let's jump on to the Europa League, where we have two teams, and both teams have Croatian players in them.
All right, Frankfurt and
The Rangers. So we got Frankfurt with the midfielder Christian Jakic.
Yeah, Jakic that we covered before.
And we got the Rangers with the left back Borna Barisic.
Now, does Borna Barisic have an outside chance of making the national squad or no? What do we think?
He is on the national squad.
He is on the national squad. How old is
But
this guy?
Sosa kind of took his place.
Yeah, well, it's got to be Sosa.
So Barisic was kind of the main man on the left side for a bit. Sosa came in, kind of took his place. But they've been switching back and forth. But Sosa,
We'll see how long Sosa ends up staying on that left back position. Eh?
You think he might be
at least moved up
left
a bit.
wing?
Yeah, I think you're gonna. It's a really tough call to say. I just think that his defense isn't quite where you want it to be, especially for a big tournament coming up there. So, yeah, I think he could get moved out.
But then he would take Perisic.
Well,
you can't really replace Perisic. So.
No, you can't really replace Perisic.
I'll keep Sosa on the left back.
I mean, he is going to be great back. That's probably going to be. Let's just see what happens once he moves to a bigger European club. We'll see what they do with him, and I think that's going to dictate a lot of where he ends up on the national squad going forward. Maybe not Qatar, just because, the last hurrah with Perisic, but I struggle to see Perisic going in for how many more tournaments? Maybe
the Euro. Maybe
the Euro.
Next Euro is going to be in Germany, by the way.
That's good.
A lot of Croatian people in Germany, so it's gonna be crazy.
No, Germany's a great place for these tournaments.
Yeah.
No, awesome. Get your pretzels. Get your flagons of beer.
Can't
listen to your yodeling. There's a lot of yodeling out there.
All I know is
somewhere.
It's going to be a crazy party in Germany because, like I said, tons of Croatians there. And the last time there was a World Cup in Germany in 2006, I believe. I remember Croatia played Brazil, and I think there was like 40,000 Croatians.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
There's a video online on YouTube. You can check it out. The Croatian national anthem versus Brazil, 2006. And it's the most intense Croatian national.
Crazy. I'm going to check that out.
Yeah, check it out.
Yeah. Well,
anthem, it's the craziest. There's like 40,000 Croatians singing. You see all the players get emotional and stuff. So check it out. Check out that video on YouTube. It's crazy.
Yeah. I'm going to check that out. But no matter what, for the Euros especially.
Yeah.
Croatians travel en masse, man.
It's going to be tough for Qatar, though, for Croatians to go to Qatar.
Yeah, for sure. So
it's going to be tough for everybody.
It's going to be tough for everybody.
It's super far.
We'll see what happens on that. It's going to be weird.
Super expensive, too.
Yeah. It's like, when you watch the Olympics and it's like, 1 a.m. somewhere and there's like 4 people in the stands wearing your national jersey. So, that's... it's going to be rough. They're going to be like handing out jerseys outside of the stadiums.
Will they?
These random people that walk up, just so that you can see that the stadium is filled with this. No, I don't know.
Very possible.
Yeah,
it's gonna be tough to get to Qatar.
But
tickets are super. I checked the flights are super expensive. Like
no.
$2,400.
This is a rich man's tournament this time.
And then
it's not for the average.
The cheapest accommodation is.
Are you checking this out?
I'm checking it out.
You're thinking of going?
I'm thinking of going.
Get out of town.
Thinking of going, but it's super expensive. So.
What's the cheapest hotel you saw?
$120 a night.
Oh, that's not so bad.
Yeah.
That's not so bad.
But it's not really a hotel. It's like these rooms that they built just for the tournament, and it's like basic room. Looks like a.
Sounds like a fire festival, bro.
Yeah, but they're actually built. They actually built the rooms and stuff.
That's what they thought when they went to the fire festival.
Did they? Well, they showed pictures. So
they showed pictures of the fire festival as well.
They did?
Yeah.
I don't know what to say.
Don't believe everything you see.
It should be the World Cup.
I have far more trust in the government of Qatar than I do Ja Rule.
Yeah.
I just hate that it's in Qatar. It's going to be like, what are we doing here?
In the wintertime.
Yeah, come on.
So
it's supposed to be over the summer.
End of
it's supposed
November.
to be warm out. It's supposed to be in a terrace somewhere in Little Italy, drinking beers, watching the game on.
Instead, where it's going to be 3 a.m., we're watching the game.
Oh, I'm taping it.
And it's going to be cold outside.
Taping a World Cup game to watch.
Yeah. PVR it. You got to PVR it.
Yeah.
No more taping it. There's no more tapes.
Yeah. No. Pop the VHS right
Pop
in
the
there.
VHS.
Yeah. Get it all
That
16
noise.
by 9. Yeah.
Press play.
Ah,
Yeah.
a little scratch.
A little scratch.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, okay. Back to
Okay, let's get back on topic here. Okay, Frankfurt versus Rangers. Let's take a look at the group stages. Frankfurt finished first with Olympiacos, Fenerbahce, and Antwerp. They finished first. Group stages, Rangers finished second. Lyon finished first. Sparta Prague finished third, and Brandby. Is it that right there? Brandby.
I have a soft spot for Lyon.
Lyon is awesome.
Yeah.
Round of 16, Frankfurt beat Real Betis 3-2 aggregate. And then watch this. They beat Barcelona 4-3 aggregates. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shocking.
Damn.
Yeah.
Shocking.
First thing that's shocking is Barcelona was in Europa League.
What was Barcelona doing in the Europa League?
That was pretty shocking.
How did that happen?
They finished 4th or 5th last year, so
no way. Okay.
they got relegated to the Europa League.
Get out of town.
And second shocking thing is Frankfurt actually beat Barcelona 4-3 in aggregates. So that's pretty impressive. And then Frankfurt beat West Ham 3-1 aggregate, which is pretty impressive. Well, West Ham's a pretty solid team. They just tied Man City today, 2-2.
I like Frankfurt.
So, but in the Bundesliga, they're not doing too well. They finished 11th. So, Frankfurt is like they're a solid team, but Bundesliga,
I see why the odds are so volatile now. Yeah.
The odds are. Well, what are the odds?
The odds in one book I was looking was like. Either side was plus 200.
Yeah.
More than plus 200. Both sides were more than plus 200. And then it finishing tied at the end of regulation was plus 300. So it's pretty. It's just across the board. I think Frankfurt was slightly favored over the Rangers, but it just looked like such a volatile bet, the way the odds were being shown. It was rare to see such volatility across the board,
They have a couple of good players. Frankfurt. You have Toure, Filip Kostic, Kevin Trapp as goalkeeper, and obviously Christian Jakic in midfield. So they have solid players. They're a solid team.
It's exciting to see Christian Jakic out there.
Yeah.
And, it's a pretty good spotlight.
As we talked about last week.
All around good player.
All around good player.
But you never know to one of these guys that haven't really flashed too much yet. Maybe they do. So we'll see. It'd be cool to see him do really well out here.
Rangers round of 16. They played Crvena Zvezda. They beat them 4-2 aggregate. Crvena Zvezda is a solid team. Rangers then beat the Braga 3-2, and then they beat Leipzig 3-2. Leipzig with our boy Gvardiol. So Rangers were pretty impressive as well, and they're second in the Scottish Premier League. I'll be honest with you, I don't watch the Scottish Premier League too much. So I'm not too familiar with this team. I know they have Borna Barisic. I check out the highlights every once in a while. I know they have Aaron Ramsey on the team as well. But they've been solid. Finished better than Frankfurt in their respective leagues. So I think it's a toss-up, right? I mean,
that's what it looks like. But
Frankfurt did have a more impressive second half of the Europa League tournament, beating Barcelona and West Ham.
True. I don't know.
So it's a toss-up.
It's crazy. More like for our purposes, just tuning in to watch Barisic and Jakic, see how those guys do.
It'll be fun to watch.
Yeah.
It's always fun to watch two Croats against each other.
Yeah, always good time. Yeah, always good time.
And I am going to lean towards Frankfurt.
That's just what the logic seems to dictate. But I don't know. It's like I said, it's too volatile. I wouldn't really pick a side in this one myself. I'll balance it out because my family is half Scottish, so I'll go with the Rangers for no particular reason whatsoever. So I don't know. If you're a betting man, I'd probably stay away from this game.
I'm a fan of Barisic. I like what he does on the left back. He has really good crosses.
No, that's cool.
So it's going to be
I'm very unfamiliar with him, so I'm going to enjoy watching him and getting to know him out there,
So it's going to be fun to watch. Either way, we'll have a Croatian champions in the Europa League. So it's either going to be Barisic or Jakic.
It's all good for the greater squad and the national team to have some successes like that. So we're excited to see that.
I'm leaning towards Frankfurt.
Yeah, I got the Rangers.
You got the Rangers.
Ramsey's real good.
Rams is good.
Yeah, Rams is real good.
I got Real Madrid.
Oh, I'm going to take Liverpool in
Let's take a Liverpool.
stifling, heart-pounding affair. Yeah.
We want to hear you guys in the comments. What are you guys predicting
Yeah,
for the
what do you guys
Champions League?
like?
Who do you like for Europa League?
I mean, honestly, I gotta say, if you wanted to bet on Real Madrid against Liverpool, the odds are there. You know, it's a moneymaker. If you're leaning towards Ivan's side here, don't go crazy. Hey, always be responsible. But but yeah,
Don't go crazy.
Yeah, don't But do what you want because it's crazy for.
It's gonna be a fun 2 weeks. We got May 18th coming up on Wednesday, and then we got May 28th on this Saturday after that. Is it Saturday after or no? 10 days later. Okay.
Yeah, it's 2 weeks now.
So we got a lot of soccer coming up. Then we got the Nations League coming up after that in June. We're gonna cover that. So guys, please, we'd love to hear from you guys.
Yeah, and
comment below. We want to hear predictions. So that's it. Anything else we gotta talk about?
No, let's look forward to see what the squad looks like for the Nations League, and
we'll
let's
talk about that in our next video.
Yeah. Good luck out there, guys. Enjoy
Good
the
luck.
soccer. It's all most of the big leagues are all coming to their close here, so see how she goes.
Don't forget to check out our Instagram, our Twitter, checkeredmates.com. Don't forget to subscribe down below.
Smash that like button, helps us out big time.
Smash it.
Yeah.
This is Ivan P.
This is Ed.
We'll see you guys soon.
Cheers.